Hi, I'm Dr. Dave Lessman, and I'd like to speak to you a little bit about my experience with Kangen water. About 5 years ago, my parents were undergoing some major health problems. My father had undergone 3 heart problems and operations for his cardiovascular system. My mother also was so worried about my father that she started to have some problems with acid reflux, ulcers, and arthritis. My father's health was so bad that the doctors said if he went for surgery, he would probably need a major operation and he'd about a 30% chance of not surviving the operation. My mother, at this point, decided to lay down next to my dad in bed and die with him. She had called me every day crying and said, listen, we've been together since we're 15, and I don't want to survive if your dad doesn't. So I took my dad to the best doctors and hospitals in the world. And a friend of mine, Bob Gradelli, about 6 months ago, came over to my house and told me about the Kangen water. I didn't know much about it, but I started doing a lot of research. I found out that it was a medical device used in many Japanese hospitals and medical centers. I decided to purchase a machine. I figured I had tried everything, and this was as a last resort. I was going to get this for my parents. I purchased the machine the next day, brought the machine to Laguna Beach, set it up, and told my parents, drink this water like it's medicine. After about 3 weeks, I noticed they started to get up and get the water on their own. They really didn't want me to know. They did it behind my back. I don't know if they didn't want me to know that it was working, because they're very stubborn. I started going with Bob and telling people about the benefits of the water after seeing they were getting, out of bed and walking on their own. And about a month later, I got a call from my parents while I was at a meeting. I heard my mother laughing in the background, which I haven't heard her laugh in 5 years. I said, what's going on, Mom? She says, your father and I are at a Monkees concert in Fashion Island. At that point, I said, you know what? The water, it went to your head. She said, no. Every night we walk 20 minutes. We go to different malls, different concerts, different events, and we walk 20 minutes every night. And it so happens the Monkees are playing in Fashion Island, and we're walking around, and we know you like the Monkees, so we're calling you. And I just couldn't believe it. Tears came into my eyes. I said, I had the chills, and I said, wow, you guys didn't exercise ever in your whole lives, even when you were well. She said, I know, but now we want to exercise, we want to get better. And I said, well, you sound like you're doing incredible. And this was another reason that reinforced my belief in the Kangen water.